If KISS and Mötley Crüe had DNA replicated and put into millennials, you would have kids that look and act like Black Veil Brides. In 2018, there is definitely still a market for that though. The emo phase isn't as strong as it was in the late 2000s, but the fanbase is still desperate to find music that connects with them in that sense, and the band's fifth album, Vale, definitely aims for that target. Fronted by Andy Black, who just finished a tour supporting his solo album, Black Veil Brides has been speaking to the outcasted misfit youth in many people since 2006 and having their debut full album in 2010. And in the process, they have made a lot of young fans in both boys and girls who want to rock out while wearing as much guy liner as the band does. Joking aside, there is one distinct talent the band has, and that is the vocals of Andy Black. Even if you aren't a fan of the band's presentation or music style, it is very difficult to deny the man's voice. That is a selling point. Besides that, the music really is glam rock focused around people saying they are outcasts and trying to prove everyone wrong, with an occasional love song thrown in. As many of the Black Veil Brides albums go, there is a story revolving around the Wild Ones. Black explains, the central narrative once again finds the Wild Ones characters facing the challenge of moving on from the pain and anguish of their past and looking to a new chapter in their lives. This concept is one that is near to my heart and I believe will resonate with those that find themselves cast on the fringe of society. Some of the music for Vale has been over a year in the making as other things with band members were going on. The song The Outsider was released back in December of 2016, but starting off 2018 with a whole lot of angst is the band's new album. If there is one song to give you an idea of what Black Veil Brides sound like when they are trying to get loud and put their best foot forward, it would be The Outsider. The Outsider has a quick solo at the end and Andy Black's vocals are fine, that's their best foot forward. But, wow, this really is as generic as it gets. After the first 20 seconds of build-up sounding like a rendition of 80s hair metal, it gets quiet just to keep a rhythm. It's a paint-by-numbers form of rock, and it doesn't really make you want to hear the song again or anything else on Vale. The irony of that is that once you've heard The Outsider, you've truly heard the format of almost every other song on this album. A quick sting in the first few seconds, a quiet verse leading into a chorus, and maybe a good guitar solo in the bridge for a few seconds. Now add the same lyrical content about fighting back and being rebels and outcast and alone, and you have Black Veil Brides. The song My Vow is almost a carbon copy of The Outsider. When They Call My Name and the last one are trying to play up the brooding and melodrama, but it still sounds the same in the end. There is so little variety here that it's hard to really justify getting an entire album of the same song style and focus. When They Call My Name at least sounds like a focus on Andy Black. Lyrically, it's the same, but it just shows more of Black's range, which is impressive, but the guitar work, the bass line, the drums, it's all as generic as it gets. If it wasn't for the band's appearance and gimmick, no one would pay attention to the music on this album. It's an attempt at hard rock, emo, and hair metal all at the same time, but with the most generic song structure and writing possible. I won't say there's anything harsh sounding or painful on Vale because there really isn't, but halfway through the album you can predict what each song sounds like and what will be sang about to the point of hilarity. Songs like Wake Up Dead, Ballad of the Lonely Hearts, and Throw the First Stone all sound like they were written in the same 10 minutes with the same thought process. It begs the question, why would people buy this new album if other Black Veil Bride albums sound just like it? I stand by saying that there is nothing truly bad in the music on Vale, but it's just the same thing over and over again with a brief guitar solo thrown in and lyrics about being an outcast for over 45 minutes. It's average quality. And then when you take in that it's the same sounded story that's been going on for years, it doesn't really prove the band has grown in any way. Overall, Vale is an album that proves that Black Veil Brides have talent but don't really apply themselves to do anything other than spinning the same wheel they've been running on for years. If you were a fan of the band, then I don't think you'll hate Vale, but I also don't think it'll be anything new for you. Black Veil Brides may sing about being outcasts, but a better description of them in 2018 is wasted potential.